This is a candy melt demonstration, how to use these little skull molds and to modify them to look like they have little brains sticking out using some walnuts.
Let's see what's cooking. It's time for Yo-Yo Makes 12.
Hello everyone, I saw this photo of these little chocolate skulls with walnuts for brains on Pinterest, and I thought I would try to replicate them using what I had around locally. So I made two different types. The first type, I took walnut halves, dunked them into pink candy melts, allowed them to harden on wax paper, and there's the end result, little pink walnut brains. And I found these little 3D skull molds at the bulk barn, but I know you probably can get them online because they're Wilton, and you could probably find them at local craft stores like Michael's. And basically you melt candy melts, you fill up the molds. I used white and chocolate for this particular one. Once you fill up the molds, you just tap them gently to get any air bubbles and to flatten out the chocolate. And then you allow them to harden in the refrigerator, and once they're hardened, you just pop them out. And as you can see, there's a front and a back, so you need to glue those together using more chocolate candy melts. And you just put the back of the skull to the front and you have a little 3D skull. Now, how was I going to get a brain in the top of this head? So what I decided to do is I took a non-stick skillet and I just put it on low, very, very low as I could get my stove to go, and then just melted the top of the chocolate skull. I'm holding it using a paper towel because I don't want my fingerprints to get all over it. And once it was melted down enough, then all I did was attach one little pink walnut brain. And I didn't even have to add any melted chocolate because it was already melted. And then just allowed them to set. Here's another one that I'm doing. Melt it down until you think you have enough space to add your walnut piece. And it just attaches on. It looks like the little brain is sticking out. Now, I thought it would be better if they were kind of embedded into the skull. So I put the walnut half at the top of one half of the mold, and then I filled it up while holding the walnut. So basically the chocolate will only go up to the walnut and won't go past it, and then you allow that to set. So what you end up with is one half has a walnut in it and the other half does not. Now, in order to fit those together, as you can see here, when you try to fit them together, clearly one of them is going to be too big because the walnut is taking up some of the space. So I used the same technique. I took the half without the walnut and just melted it down until I believed it would fit. Just like that, underneath the walnut, pressed it together, and then if the skull extended a little bit too far on the bottom for it to sit flat, I just melted that. And then allowed them to set. And this is what I ended up with. These are the ones with the pink brains, the white and the chocolate. I'm not sure if it looks like brains or like little pink toupees. I'm not sure. You'll have to tell me what you think of these, if you think they look good or not. And also let me know if you like these ones better. Actually, these ones I prefer. These ones really look like brains inside of skulls, like someone peeled off the bone and you could see the brain inside. Pretty cool. Like I said, not everyone can make these because you're not going to be able to find the molds locally. But if you can find them, it'd be a fun little treat to make. I make new recipe videos every single week, so if you want to be notified of new uploads and you don't want to miss a single one, make sure you click on that big red subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.